Tifu by eating my husband's anniversary breakfast he made me. Today is my 1-year marriage anniversary. I made him breakfast in bed, and later he made me a late breakfast. He said he made his famous eggs. Apparently that just means he puts in a shit ton of different cheese and bacon. There was a lot of bacon, so I didn't really taste all the cheese. And I haven't ate eggs in a while, so maybe I did taste the cheese but thought that's what eggs taste like. I'm lactose intolerant. Most of the time I just ignore it and run to the bathroom later. I didn't know there was cheese and a reason to run. I started getting gassy. Most were silent. But I thought maybe my body just doesn't like eggs. I continued watching our cooking show. I let another one rip, thought it would be silent. No, it was loud and evil. My husband joked, "Damn, did you shit yourself?" I did. Immediately after he said that I felt it slip out. Not even a small shart. I full on shit myself. I'm now hiding in the bathroom. My fancy underwear is toast. OFC, this would happen. Too long did not read. I ate cheese and shat my pants. Edit. I myself forget I'm lactose a lot. I don't make a big deal out of it. I forget he doesn't like pork sometimes. He forgot. He just made something that he's been making for years. It's okay. Also, I love cheese. He doesn't really know how extensive my ass explosions are. But I eat a lot of cheese. He just forgot I have to know so I can go to the bathroomy. Edit 2. I meant he doesn't like pork chops, it's a texture thing. I forgot pork chops and bacon both come from a pig. He doesn't really know how extensive my ass explosions are. He knows now. I too am horrendously lactose intolerant. I also eat an ungodly amount of cheese and deal with the literal fallout later. Woman shrugging, light skin tone worth it. Lactate. Get it. It works. Did he forget you're lactose intolerant, or did that fact just not come up somehow? It's on him for the cheese, but his heart was in the right place. Saying this as a guy who's done bone-headed but well-meaning stupid stuff before. But yeah, on him 100%. Unlikely Mud is the greatest name for you in this story. Today I fucked up by looking through my girlfriend's phone. Today I fucked up by looking through my girlfriend's phone. As the title says, I fucked up so bad. My girlfriend and I have been dating for about 9 months, we're 21 and 19. We love each other, we trust each other, and we have nothing to hide from each other. I was sleeping over at her place and couldn't fall asleep. It was about 3 a.m. She was sound asleep, and I had gone through every social media app I could on my phone, and was so bored but just couldn't fall asleep. So I don't know what got into me, but I decided to look through her phone, particularly her Snapchat memories. I trust her, I have no reason to believe she's cheating on me or being unloyal. I suppose I was just bored, so I did it. And I was right, there was nothing to worry about. She doesn't talk to any guys, there was nothing. But as I got down into her Snapchat memories from a year ago, I started to see some things I wish I hadn't. Around that time she was into hookup culture, one-night stands and whatnot. I understand that's her past, it bothers me a little but not enough to end things. But I saw snap about how good the dick was from multiple guys, rating the top 10 dicks she's gotten, the extravagant moves they did in bed, and just a lot of bragging about the guys she hooked up with. I don't view her any differently, as I knew about her past, just not in such detail. I put her phone down, cried, and ended up falling asleep. This morning I woke up and didn't talk about it with her as I don't want to make her feel bad for her past or anything, and I also don't want her to know I looked through her phone, as that's so out of character for me. Does anyone have any advice for me? Too long did not read. I looked through my girlfriend's phone and saw things I didn't want to. She's not cheating and I know it's my fault for looking, but I'm not sure how to go about bringing it up. Edit. Some of you did not hold back at all, lol. I guess I deserve that. One thing I should add is that prior to meeting her, I was a complete virgin. She was my first kiss, my first everything. Not sure if that changes anything, but I figured I should add that. Another addition I'd like to make is about my background. I grew up in a very overprotective and religious household. I was homeschooled and attended church diligently every week, as well as other extracurriculars that I could do at church. I was raised with the idea of saving sex for marriage, which didn't always sit right with me, and that was never something I planned on living by. I've since moved out of my parents' house and live at my own place. But having been raised in a household like that for 20 years, and being sheltered and only interacting with people of that belief, hookups and ons are a completely new idea and thought to me. Again, not sure if this changes anything, but do with that information what you will. Edit 2. Despite some absolutely ruthless comments, These responses actually helped. I wrote this at the peak of my emotions. I've settled down now, and honestly haven't even thought about it since. My girlfriend and I talked about it. She was obviously upset that I looked through her phone, but seeing as we have told each other in the past we have full access to one another's phones, she wasn't that bothered by it. Some comments got me confused. I didn't make her apologize. I didn't make her feel bad. I simply told her how I felt, and that was that. I didn't expect an apology. I didn't expect her to get in her hands and knees and beg me to stay, and she didn't want me to do that either. We're fine now. I'm over it. She's mine. I know, I have the best girlfriend ever. Edit. Thanks for the awards. Either your dick is so great she decided no other dick was worth her time. Or, you are so great she decided no other dude was worth her time. Either way you are number one in her book. Don't go through her shit again. That's wrong and invasive. You dig enough you're gonna hit dirt on anyone. Do not bring it up. I repeat. Do not bring it up. There is nothing that needs discussion, and it will only damage her trust in you. Out of all that good dick yours was chosen. You should feel proud and happy your dick was the winner. Now, strut. Like the stud you are, and don't dwell on this. Dante Hicks. 37. My girlfriend sucked 37 dicks. Customer with diapers. In a row? If you knew about all of this and it doesn't bother you, why does it bother you? Today I fucked up by giving my dad 2 Christmas presents. Too long did not read. My dad opened the second gift I got him first, not realizing I got him what he specifically asked for as well. He embarrassed himself and good times were had. 'Tis the season of giving, and I've recently been reminded of a tale from younger years. First, please excuse formatting, I'm on mobile. I was about 15/16 and had some money left from working over the summer and I wanted to get everyone I celebrated with a gift. I asked everyone what they would like and had ideas for 2/3 smallish items a person. The only thing my dad asked for was an old Western movie set. I go shopping with my mom and brother and we find his movie set. Lucky me it's on sale for 2 movies for $30. So we look for a second movie set to buy him, and we find an action movie set that we've seen him watch a few times on TV. Great. Now he can open 2 gifts from me like everyone else, instead of just 1. So fast forward to Christmas morning, everyone is gathered around the tree in my parents' living room. There's about 8 of us total. For our tradition of opening gifts, my grandfather sits next to the tree and hands out the gifts one at a time so everyone gets a chance to see what everyone got and so we can thank each other. Eventually we get to one of my dad's gifts from me, and before even opening it he's talking about the cowboy movies he asked for. He's telling everyone how great the movies are and how we should all watch one together later. He said he hopes it's the ones with all the bonus content he asked for and says how great they are. After a few minutes of raving about the cowboy movies he finally opens it, and it's the action movies. What the fuck is this? He exclaimed, these aren't the movies I asked for. This is, action movies. I asked for, cowboy movies. I hate, action movies, why would you get me this? Are you stupid? I should take away your gifts, I got you exactly what you wanted but you couldn't even get me what I wanted. He went on like that for a few minutes, my uncle egging him on and the rest were laughing at what the idiot I seemed to be. I made eye contact with my mom and brother and smirked and winked at them, I didn't want them saying anything in my defense. Eventually we moved on from my awful gift choices. My uncle ended up inheriting the movies because my dad couldn't bear to have them in his gift pile. I opened another gift from my dad and it's the pair of headphones I asked for. What do you know, he pipes up again, don't open it, I'm going to return it later. That gets a good chuckle from the family and someone makes a remark, that's what you get. We're coming up on the last of the gifts and my grandfather pulls out the second gift from me to dad. Just like the last one, it's a very obviously wrapped movie set. The room was dead silent. He doesn't make eye contact with anyone while slowly opening the gift. Once open, head still hanging, he lifts up the gift for everyone to see. What do you know, it's the cowboy movies with all the bonus content just like he asked for. Does this mean you want your movies back? My uncle asks, as everyone erupts into laughter once more. Thanks for reading. We still tease my dad sometimes when we catch him watching those action movies on his own. Let this be a good reminder that Christmas shouldn't be about the gifts you get, but the thought that's put into them. Happy holidays everyone. Edit. Formatting. Edit 2. Thank you so much to everyone who's commented. I definitely didn't expect this to blow up. I thought I was just sharing a funny story. But I know now that it's not really. I'm really sorry for upsetting some of you. It's the season of joy and grace, not hatred. I recognize the fact that no, he's never apologized to me for this. We don't have much a relationship, and I don't think that we ever will. I'm LC with him, mostly for my mother, who I still have a decent relationship with. I've spoken with different therapists before and have had some really good sessions talking about my life and growing up. They've always been impressed with me, that I can keep such a positive outlook. As long as I keep my boundaries and don't take shit from him again, they've agreed that this is a good story to remember. I love my family, despite all the hardships. They've all grown in their own ways. Nobody should be left out during the holiday season. Not even people with shitty pasts. People grow, even if they don't want to acknowledge it. And as long as the mistakes of the past aren't repeated, I will live in peace, knowing that he has changed a little. Knowing that I did that, I got to embarrass him. I made him grow up. That's something to be proud of, no? Anyways, thanks for reading again. I might have to delete this if it gets too much more popular. As I accidentally posted on my main, and my family will definitely know this story. Haha. Happy holidays everyone. Remember the video of the little kid who was super gracious, when he received an avocado, for Christmas? Your dad is the opposite of that. What a dickhead. Sorry, but your dad is a jerk. What an absolutely juvenile reaction to have. Damn, your dad is a jackass. He deserves every ounce of teasing he gets and then some. You always accept Christmas gifts with grace in the moment, because at least someone thought of you and tried. That's something I was taught as a child. Seems your dad missed the memo. Your dad was a jerk, but getting to see the egg on his face, turn his jerkitude around, in action, and because of you directly, does sound like a satisfying memory. Especially with everyone else around on the same page of acknowledging his jerkitude. I hope that was the last gift you got him. Ungrateful, self-absorbed people are on the naughty list. Today I fucked up by letting my coworker move in with me. As the title says, I foo by letting my coworker move in. Throw away because reasons. I won't bore you with details of how. But I'm a widow, age 38. After losing my husband 10 years ago, I decided to transfer to a different state in my career. I sold our home for a tidy profit, bought a good-size 4-bedroom house and started new. I've been in this area for 7 years, and never really dated. Went on some coffee dates, but nothing that made me want to stop wearing my ring. I know, kind of sad, still wearing it even after my husband is long gone, but I never felt the need to remove it. After losing my husband, and having uterine cancer soon after made me infertile, I just decided to coast. Enter my coworker Jason, fake name, who transferred in a year ago. He's in the middle of a nasty divorce. His parents live close and they want to sell and move to a warmer climate, but not until the end of the year. Rent and housing had obviously skyrocketed, so I offer him a bedroom in my home. He mentions he can't because he has 2 little girls, 6 and 7, and his wife wants everything but them, and she's willing to sign over rights as long as she gets their house. After a discussion, I agree to let him and his daughters move in for 30 days as a trial. Well, it's been 9 months and it's been amazing. Unfortunately, I've fallen in love with him and the girls. My house finally has sounds of happiness instead of echoes of loneliness. I haven't felt like this since my wedding day when I got married at 18, and I am so scared. I tried squishing down my feelings, but I can't. I threw myself back into the dating game and tried going out as much as possible, every time leading to disappointment. Jason came to me last month and advised his parents are moving at the end of this year, and he would finally be out of my hair. His parents would be letting him move into their house, and he and the girls would have their own place. I congratulated him and offered to help pack the house and decorate the girls' new rooms. Well, he was able to move in last weekend. Hence, where I foo. Big time. The last day he and the girls were here, I made a huge goodbye dinner. As the girls climbed into his car to go to their home, I hugged him probably too longer, and went to kiss him on the cheek. He went to do the same, and well, we missed. I kissed him. And he kissed me. And neither of us pulled away until one of his girls made an "ew" screech from the car. I mumbled to drop my key off under the mat when he was ready to, and closed the door on him. He knocked and asked to talk later, but I didn't open it or respond. I had taken this week off anyway, for Christmas, and am avoiding his texts and calls. My voicemail is full from him. I go back to work Tuesday and will see him, and I'm dreading it. Too long did not read. I let my coworker move in, and fell in love with him and his kids, and I don't know what to do. I'd start with having the conversation you're avoiding. This doesn't make sense and kinda sounds like a Hallmark movie script. Stop denying yourself happiness and self-sabotaging. That is all. Call him back immediately. Don't even finish reading this post. Call him and talk it out. Vulnerability is brave and it is honest and it's disarming. You have nothing to be embarrassed about. Call him. Now. The fuck up was ignoring the voicemails. You know exactly what to do, this is ridiculous. Be an adult and use your words. You are enough, he likes you back. Here is your text. Sorry I fell silent. I am scared of getting hurt again. I like you. I'd like to see you again. Bring crumble cookies next time maple cinnamon roll is on the menu. Okay, maybe I wrote the last part from the heart. But the rest is a good start.